Thank you very much. So one of the honors that I have today, in addition to introducing the research team, is to provide an update and confer the awards for the Pat Libby Award. Now, we all know Pat, and she has been a dear friend and a connection to me for many, many years. In fact, as I mentioned last year during this conference, my Maria, I think, was the first or second cohort. And that was the first time I met Pat. And the comment from Pat, which I'll never forget, was, "It's nice to meet you, Stephen. And why don't you say goodbye to Maria for the next 2 years?" In any case, I'm thrilled to be part of presenting the Pat Libby Award this year. This award recognizes exemplary nonprofit leaders who are putting these values into daily practice to benefit San Diego. We're honored to confer this year's award to not one, but two stellar nonprofit leaders who are retiring from their positions after more than 30 years each of serving our communities. This year's honorees each have long and impressive lists of accomplishments. As a matter of fact, I tried to draft something, and quite frankly, I gave up because of the list of accomplishments, and I said, "Emily, can you please help me put something together?" But there are just too many to name here today, but perhaps, I think more importantly, they share similar characteristics. Both are humble, supremely kind and giving individuals who take actions based upon their values. Both recognize the need for serving clients with dignity and respect. They each voluntarily give of their time to develop and support their people and other leaders in the nonprofit sector. And through their work, they have saved and transformed the lives of many who would otherwise have gone unseen, and both have left indelible footprints on this city. Additionally, both awardees are extremely special to USD. More on that in just a moment. I'd just like to ask Pat Libby to come up to help me present these two awards. All right, our first awardee is Alberto Cortes, the CEO of Mama's Kitchen. We're still getting the coordination out through our coffees. That's okay. All right, since 2002, Alberto's impactful leadership has shaped Mama's Kitchen into a San Diego institution and an indispensable resource for the most vulnerable in our community. A former service member who came to San Diego from Puerto Rico and an active member of the LGBTQ community, Alberto has strategically stewarded Mama's Kitchen to become the largest home meal delivery service for people suffering from chronic illnesses. Under Alberto's leadership, Mama's has doubled the number of people served during the pandemic. He has been equally adept at developing his staff and other aspiring leaders in San Diego through his many volunteer activities, including work with the Food is Medicine initiative and as an executive coach for the Fieldstone Leadership Network. Drawing from the organization's extensive experience in serving clients with HIV/AIDS, Mama's Kitchen has established partnerships with major healthcare providers to expand their services in order to cater to the needs of other medically vulnerable populations, including those fighting cancer. And I must say, I personally feel a kinship with Alberto, although I don't know you very well, but I know of you quite a bit because he has also been one of the longest serving members of the Nonprofit Institute's advisory board. I've been doing this for just a few years. Alberto served for over a decade, and so we want to thank him for his service to the Nonprofit Institute. Alberto Cortes, please. Thank you. We're going to have Alberto and Pat come back up for a photograph at the end. So thank you, Alberto. Can we guess who the second awardee is? Okay, our second awardee is Donald Stump, the CEO of North County Lifeline. Don's impactful leadership over the past few decades is evident in the way he has led North County Lifeline, a multi-service charitable organization serving the cities and rural sector of northern San Diego County. Don is a Texas transplant who very early on traded cowboy boots for body surfing in San Diego. I didn't write that part, okay. Don has been tireless in his efforts to lead his team with passion and compassion, to build ongoing, highly productive partnerships to extend and amplify the mission of North County Lifeline. Don's community organizing, focus on organizational development, fundraising, and collaboration have been instrumental to North County Lifeline's work, including that in human trafficking and transitional housing for former foster youth. In addition to all of this amazing impact, it's appropriate that Don be honored with the Libby Award, as he was among what was fondly referred to as the founding kitchen cabinet, convened by Pat to help shape and launch what is now the Nonprofit Institute and the nonprofit graduate degree programs. Don was also a beloved faculty member in this program for nearly a decade. Again, there's that 10-year thing, and we thank him from the bottom of our hearts. Congratulations, Don Stump. Come on up. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don, and thank you, Pat. Let's give another round of applause to both of our awardees.